Did you search how to hack someone's Instagram? Then your question is, can you hack someone's Instagram account? In our previous video, many of us have been asking me different questions, as you can see from here. When you stroll down, you can see different comments which show that you really want to learn how to hack Instagram accounts, and we're going to cover everything you need. But before YouTube strikes this video, note that Policy Point is not in any way promoting or encouraging any form of cyber crime with these videos, rather to inform and educate their viewers on this channel. Don't ever use it against others, because if you do, you're responsible for the consequences of indulging in this format. Have you tried to hack your Instagram account and it did not work? Watch this video and learn why it does not work. The main discussion of this video will continue. First, subscribe to Policy Point and press the bell icon. Don't forget to like this video and check the link in the description. Now, we are talking about how you hack someone's Instagram account. But the question is, can we hack someone's Instagram account? Is it possible for normal users to hack someone's Instagram account? So there is no system in this world that can't be hacked. Every system, every network can be hacked. Similarly, Instagram can also hack. So without further ado, we delve into the world of Instagram hacking methods, starting off with phishing, a common but effective method. Phishing is like casting a wide net into the sea of internet users, hoping to catch unsuspecting fish. In this case, the fish are Instagram users, and the bait is a fake Instagram login page crafted to look identical to the real thing. This deceiving page lures users into entering their login credentials. Once typed in, these details are instantly captured by the hackers. Phishing relies heavily on deception and the power of persuasion. Hackers often distribute these fake pages via email or text messages disguised as official communication from Instagram. The success of phishing hinges on the user's ability to distinguish between what's real and what's fake. Always remember, if something seems off, it probably is. Always be wary of the pages you input your credentials. Your vigilance is the first line of defense against phishing attacks. Next up, brute force attacks, a trial and error method. This technique is as straightforward as it sounds. Imagine a burglar trying every key on a key ring until they find the one that unlocks the door. In a similar fashion, hackers deploy software that tries all possible combinations of characters until it stumbles upon the correct password. This method can be time-consuming, and its success largely depends on the complexity of the password. Simple and short passwords can be cracked relatively quickly. However, longer passwords that include a mix of upper and lower case letters, numbers, and special characters can drastically increase the total number of possible combinations, making a brute force attack less likely to succeed within a reasonable time frame. The takeaway here is that a strong, complex password is your best defense against brute force attacks, so don't skimp on your password strength. Your online security depends on it. A strong password can discourage such attacks. Moving on to keylogging, a covert operation. Imagine a silent observer noting down every single keystroke made on a keyboard. That's essentially what keylogging is. Hackers use a software called a keylogger that records all the keystrokes made by a user. This can include anything from casual internet browsing to the input of sensitive information like passwords and credit card numbers. The keylogger operates quietly in the background, virtually undetectable to the average user. Once the information is logged, it's sent back to the hacker, who can then use it for malicious purposes, such as gaining unauthorized access to accounts. Instagram passwords are no exception. Keylogging can be highly effective because it doesn't rely on the user making a mistake like clicking a phishing link. However, it does require the hacker to somehow install the keylogger software on the user's device, often disguised as a harmless application or file. So always remember to be mindful of what you download and install. Session hijacking, a stealthy move. Now, you might be wondering how this method works. Session hijacking, also known as sidejacking or cookie hijacking, is where the hacker steals the session cookie from the user's device. The session cookie is a small piece of data stored on your device that remembers your login details, so you don't have to keep entering them. Here's where the hijacking comes in. Hackers can steal these cookies if you're using an unsecured network like public Wi-Fi or through malicious software. Once they have the cookie, they can log into your account without needing your password. The risks will. They can not only view your private messages and posts, but also impersonate you, causing damage to your online identity. So how do you protect yourself? One simple solution is to always log out of your account, especially on public devices. This deletes the session cookie, leaving the hacker with nothing nothing to steal. Ensure to always log out from public devices. Next, social engineering, the art of manipulation. This method is less about technical skill and more about human trickery. It's a psychological strategy used by cyber attackers to exploit the natural human tendency to trust. The attacker might pose as a trusted entity, perhaps a customer service representative or a fellow employee, to persuade the targeted individual to disclose confidential information. This could be done through a seemingly innocent phone call, a convincingly crafted email, or even a well-orchestrated face-to-face interaction. The information gathered might include usernames, passwords, bank details, or any data that could be used to gain unauthorized access. In the context of Instagram hacking, the attacker might pose as an Instagram support representative, claiming that there's an issue with your account that requires immediate attention. They may ask you for your login credentials to fix the issue. The key defense against social engineering is awareness and skepticism. Always verify who you're communicating with. Spy apps, a silent observer. These applications, often cloaked in the guise of harmless tools, can be installed on a device without the user's knowledge. Once installed, they operate in the background, surreptitiously monitoring the user's activities and recording sensitive information. Spy apps can track everything from your location to your web browsing history and, yes, even your Instagram password. They work by accessing your device's data, which includes your keystrokes, effectively turning your phone or computer into a surveillance device. This method is particularly insidious because it's so hard to detect. The danger lies in the stealthiness of these apps. They can operate without showing any signs of their presence, making them a favored tool among hackers. Therefore, it's crucial to regularly check your device's permissions to ensure no unwanted apps have access to your information. Always check your device's permissions. By doing so, you can help protect yourself from the silent threat posed by spy apps. The password reset trick, a deceptive method. This technique plays on the unsuspecting nature of users exploiting the familiar password reset process we often take for granted. Here's how it works. A hacker sends an email to the user pretending to be the Instagram security team. The email states that there's been suspicious activity on the user's account and urges them to reset their password to secure it. The link provided, however, doesn't lead to Instagram's official password reset page. Instead, it directs the user to a fraudulent page designed to look like the real deal. When the user enters their new password, the hacker captures it, gaining full access to the account. This method is alarmingly effective as it capitalizes on the user's fear of losing their account. To protect yourself, always check the source of your emails. Be wary of any message prompting you to reset your password, especially if you didn't request it. Always check the source of your emails. Man in the middle attacks the perfect interception. Picture yourself playing a game of catch. You throw the ball to your friend, but instead, someone in the middle catches it. That's a rough analogy of what happens during a man in the middle attack. In the digital world, this attack happens when a hacker intercepts the communication between two parties, typically a user and a website. The hacker positions themselves in the middle, becoming a secret conduit through which every piece of information flows. They can then eavesdrop, alter the communication, or even impersonate the parties involved. This method is particularly popular with hackers targeting Instagram accounts. They intercept the communication between the user and Instagram, stealing login credentials in the process. It's like a stealthy digital pickpocketing carried out without you even knowing it's happening. But fear not, there are ways to prevent it. Using secure and encrypted connections like HTTPS is a good start. Remember, secure connections are key to prevent such attacks. Rainbow table attacks, a colorful yet dangerous method. At its core, a rainbow table is a pre-computed table for reversing cryptographic hash functions. But how does it work? Well, when a password is hashed, the output is a unique set of characters. This hashed output is what gets stored by sites like Instagram, not your actual password. Hackers use a rainbow table to reverse this process, matching the hashed output to the original password. This is faster and more efficient than traditional methods like brute force attacks, which guessed passwords one by one. Rainbow tables, however, take a lot of storage space and preparation time. They also have limitations, especially when salt random data that is used as an additional input to a one-way function that hashes data is added to the hash function. The takeaway: while rainbow table attacks can be effective, they're not foolproof. And again, a strong, unique password is your best defense. Lastly, we have dictionary attacks, a simple yet effective method. Unlike brute force attacks that try every possible combination, dictionary attacks are a bit more targeted. They employ a list of commonly used passwords, phrases, or words, hence the term dictionary, in an attempt to crack the password. Here's how it works. The attacker uses an algorithm to systematically enter every word from the list until they gain access. It's like trying every key on a keychain until you find the the one that unlocks the door. This method exposes a common weakness in cybersecurity predictability. Many people use simple, easy-to-remember passwords often found in a dictionary. Some even use a password as their password. Believe it or not, the risk here is clear if your password is a common word. It's like giving hackers an open invitation to protect yourself. Avoid using common words as your password. That brings us to the end of our journey through Instagram hacking. We've unraveled the top 10 methods, from phishing to dictionary attacks, shedding light on the dark corners of cyber intrusion. It's a stark reminder of the importance of online security. Strengthen your defenses with a unique password, two-factor authentication, and a keen eye for scams. If you found value in this video, show your support with likes, shares, and subscriptions. Remember, knowledge is the best defense. Stay safe and secure, folks. Bye for now.